All right, 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 all right. Let's go. Let's go. Mike in the building. Cheryl, Scurry, the Pebble. Shane, what up? It's crazy. I started laughing just about all the funny stuff you're going to say today. Thank you, Cheryl. The Pebble says facts. Good morning, Dog Pound. How are we doing? Let's level up this morning. Let's level up to another level of energy. I am already in a mood to be great. My Buckeyes beat the team up north. I am in a great mood. Hit that like, hit that share. Let's do all the great stuff that we're supposed to do this morning on November 30th, 2025, the last day of November. Let's be great. Like, share, subscribe, turn on your momentum. Members, you have a new emote. You should have one. You should. Spam your new emote. Spam your new Shedeur emote right now because he is debuting today at home as the starter. Spam it right now because I want you to show off all your greatness. Let's get it. Let's go and let's have fun. Good morning. 1 o'clock on CBS. It's the Browns. It's the 49ers. It's nasty weather. It's wind. It's cold. It's all of that stuff. Rain, mist. It's going to be nasty. Some say it's football weather. I say put in a dome. But we're going to talk about that later. Let's talk about last week. We know how we do. We know what we do when we win, when we lose. We talk about our feelings. We talk about our feelings. How do we feel about the win? Between 1 and 10. 1? I don't know. I need to see more. I'm not impressed. I went to bed and I said, I don't care. 10, we're going to the Super Bowl. That's all I needed to see. We're going to win the rest of our games. Let's go. How do you feel about the win last week between 1 and 10? That is your scale. 1, I need to see more. I wasn't impressed. 10, we're going to the Super Bowl. That's the levels that we have with our fan base right now. Let's get it. Let me know. Good morning, Miss Wade. How are you doing? George, good morning. How are you doing? James, good morning. How are you doing? Let's level up. Level up. Spam your emotes if you're a member. The Pebble. It's your last month. Oh no, as a member. It's okay. I still love you. Spam your emotes while you can. Corey, be safe with our energy. 3 to 4. I see that you got some good jokes this AM. Listen, George, I'm ready to go. I'm pumped up. I am pumped. 5, 6, 3 to 4. Okay, I see a 5 or 6. I see the Shedeur emotes in the chat. I love it. Ooh, that emote looks clean. I haven't seen it yet. That looks clean. I am proud of myself. I am proud of myself. That looks clean. 5. I feel that a good 5.75. But if we win to a day, I'd be on 1,000,000. That emote looks clean. Oh my God. I'm impressed with myself. Okay, I see 5s, 6s, 3 to 4s. Okay, so we're in the, I need to see a little more in the crowd today. Make sure I didn't miss anybody in the chat. How about them dogs? All right, 5, 6s. Well, how I feel right now, I'm not at a 10. I can't be at a 10 because we're not going to the Super Bowl, but I'm not at a 1 because I can't say, well, it's not, I'm not impressed. It's just the Raiders. I see a lot of that going on. Like the Raiders aren't an NFL football team. It's just the Raiders. Oh my God. Well, they do put on their chin strap like everybody else. So I don't want to hear that mumbo jumbo. It's just Las Vegas. They only play blackjack in Las Vegas. And roulette. No, they play football. I don't want to hear that. I'm at about a 6. Okay? I'm at a 6. Now, I'm at a 6 because I need to see a little bit more. I don't think the defense is going to be able to get 10 sacks every single game. That's an anomaly, okay? The defense was freaking outstanding. 10 sacks. Count it. 1, 2, trace, quattro, 5. 10. You gotta add another 5 to that, right? That's impressive. So the defense was outstanding. The offense scored more than 17 points. That is always a beautiful thing. And Shedeur Sanders, we're going to talk about him. Was he perfect? No. Before a debut, a rookie on the road, doing something that no quarterback did in 1999, when their debut as a rookie, was impressive. So give me a 6. The offense could be better. The defense, I don't know how they can be better at this point, unless you want a shutout. So give me a 6. I need to see more. I would like to see, better play calling. Play calling can always be better. I want to see us be able to score without using the wildcat in the red zone. That's just me nitpicking. But give me a 6. I need to see more. But I am impressed. I'm not at a 1. It's just the Raiders. I hate that talk. We lost to the freaking Jets when they traded their whole team. Let's go. 4.9, no pun intended. Like, press. Thank you. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe. Turn on all your notifications. How about them Steelers? What about the Steelers? What did they do? I don't know. You tell me, Jeff. What did the Steelers do? Did they win their last game? I don't even know. I'm asking because I don't know. I'm serious. Is Aaron Rodgers playing? I think he is. I know he hurt his wrist or something. Is he playing today? Let me know, Jeff, because I really don't. Foolish talk. The Browns lost to the Jets. Thank you, B. Cole. We were playing like we were just the Browns. Shedeur finna shine like the sun. There's no sun in Cleveland today. Good afternoon from Ganya. What up, Gloria? Mumbo Jumbo. 11 out of 20 is a C minus. 11 out of 20 is a C minus. What does it mean? 11 out of 20 is a C minus. 11 out of 20 is a C minus. Okay. Love the new emoji for Shedeur. Isn't it clean? It's a clean emoji. Spam it. You're in Texas too? I want to see an aggressive offensive scheme. You know what, Tweak Pat? I do too, but it ain't happening today. If you thought last week was conservative, they're going to dial up the conservative a notch, up to 20 today because of the weather. And we're going to talk about that. It's going to be on conservative times 100. I have a buddy who gambles every game. Every team he picks to win loses, and he has picked the Browns this week. Tell him to unpick the Browns. Kid, what's good, Boss Cole? Browns went out for the wild card. Calm down, Shane. Calm down. Not expecting Sanders to look like Tom Brady, but definitely going to do better because more reps with starters to settle in. I think we have something to be excited for in Cleveland. What up, Banana Pudding? And just for note, Zach Jackson from The Athletic, they're going to announce the Brown starters today at home. They haven't done that all year. Take what you want to take from that, but they're going to announce the starters today at home. Take from that what you want to take. They're going to announce the starters. Just saying. All right. We're going to move on. But before we do, if you didn't know, at 1 o'clock, I'm holding my earphones because I have energy. CBS, Raiders, lost to the Browns. I caught myself. 49ers, Browns, Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, and the crew coming in to take on Shedeur Sanders, Myles Garrett, and the Cleveland Browns in the windy, nasty mist of crappy weather in Cleveland. Build a dome. All right. So, the next question, and we're always going to ask this question until the end of time. Does that make sense? I don't know. Time never ends. What grade do you give Shedeur for last week's performance? There's a whole other spectrum we can go to. If you take your glasses off, whether you have blind love for Shedeur Sanders, he can do no wrong, or whether you have blind hate, you can do no right, or you're in the middle like me. What grade do you give him? A to F. A is pretty much perfection because when you're in school, if you get an A, that's the best grade you can get. Or F, failure. That's the worst grade you can get. That's the worst. If you had an F, you wanted to cry. You didn't want to show your mom your report card when you got an F. But if you had an A, you went home from the bus and you said, look at my report card. You all know what it means, right? Let me know. What grade do you give? And let me see my comments now. We are not beating the Bills. Give me what you're smoking winning out. I didn't say anything about the Bills, so you must be talking about the comments. And I know we're not winning out. What up, 83 KSPED? K-Spet? If the Browns win this game, they have a strong chance of winning. Oh, no, they're not winning out. They're not. That's where that came from. They're not beating the Bills. I'll tell you that right now. Right now. Nobody will be hyped for this game. If it was Dilly, was still the starter, SS has at least brought us back from the ledge. Shedeur is going to do just enough to take the Browns out of the QB discussion for 26 draft. Man, I hope you're right. People are clinging to the 26 draft of mediocrity. God, I hope you're right, because this team has a lot of holes. The dome needs to be retractable. C-, solid B, 8.9. You're at the Browns game? What up, prayer warrior? I am praying for you because it's cold and wet and nasty. 36 degrees, 27-mile-an-hour winds with gust above 40 equals run every play. B-, B, C, C+, high potential. Love the emote. A, B, C+, A-. I'm optimistic about him, but I want to see more. What up, Mike? B+, had great pocket presses, didn't drop back too much, knew when to throw a ball away, and had some night passes, but that one pick was odd. Just for you, you gave him an A. Don't give it for me, George. Do it for you. I'm not Shedeur. Give him the fair, honest grade. Who's coming out 26? Prefer to have Sanders kick butt and draft 5 tackles. Give me 5 linemen and Carnell Tate in the draft. That's what I want. 5 linemen and Carnell Tate. Make it happen. All right. My grade for Shedeur Sanders is a B-. B-. It's the lowest B you can have, right? When you get your report card and you got a B, it means you did good. Solid grade. B- means you was teetering towards C. You were teetering towards average. But they gave you a minus to say, you did a little better. All right? You did a little better than an average. You were teetering towards good, but you can do better. I give him a B-, okay? I'm saying he did better than average. Giving the circumstances, right? You have to have everything into consideration. Now, if he had practiced all year and had reps with the ones like Dylan Gabriel did, and then he made his debut, I probably would nuke it to a C. But that's not what happened here. He had one week of practice with the reps, and then a start. Thought he did pretty good. He already improved from his Ravens game. We all talked about, please don't drop back 2,648 yards and run away when you get pressured. Guess what? Check mark, he didn't. He got sacked 1 time last week. Nobody talks about that. He got sacked 1 time last week. Kudos to him. Kudos to the play calling. And kudos to the line. And when pressure did come, he got away from it. He threw it away. Or he made a miraculous 52-yard bomb to Isaiah Bond. So he did good things. He had 1 terrible pass that turned into an interception. But other than that, I thought he did good. They played a conservative game plan for his first start to make sure he succeeded as long as he followed the script. They took him out for Quinshon Judkins in the Wildcat, which I didn't like, but it is what it is. They'll put more on his plate the more that he starts. So I'll give him a B-. That's my grade. Does it mean my grade is right? No. But I am the teacher. I have the red marker, and that's what I give. All right. E- means efficiency, I guess. Football ain't meant to be played inside. It is. The Big Ten championship will be inside. And it's going to be a beautiful game. Ohio State versus Indiana. The best team will win. It's meant to be played inside. And it will be in 2029. And we won't have any of this crap anymore, James. When you have wind and gust and flying squirrels all over the place, messing up the game plan. Give me a dome. Give me a Browns hat. And give me a good time. Flying squirrels. Yes, squirrels fly in the wind. Praying for prayer, warrior. I'm cozy in my home in Texas, enjoying the snow game, safe for my elements. Agreed. Brady Ben never had number one reps. Brady Ben never had number one. They never had number one reps in their entire career. I think that's a lie. A lie you're telling yourself. Ben Roethlisberger and Tom Brady never had number one reps. Let me call Tom Brady right now. Tom Brady, you never had number one reps ever in your career? Sounds like a hater petting a pet rat with cheese. I smell hate, and it smells good. You have to consider him being taken out in the red zone twice, as well as Judy fumble. That's at least a B+. I forgot about the Judy fumble. I did. I forgot about the breakdancing Chris Brown. B. Cole makes me rethink my grade. I forgot about having a dance revolution during the middle of a play. Good point, B. Cole. I forgot about dance revolution. Judkins is going to pass out of the Wildcat soon. Go Indiana because I hate Ohio State. Guess what? I don't listen. No offense. You can hate who you hate. I hate the team up north with every fiber in my body. And we eviscerated that demon yesterday. I'm in a great mood. But was the sack his fault? No, it was not his fault. But it was great that he just ate the sack. He took it, grilled it up, and went down. But every quarterback gets sacked. And I love the way he took that sack. But it was not his fault, no. What's up, my dude? I need some of your spiritual food today. Already put a smile on my face. Hey, what up, Joey? A dead leg is not a celebration. In the middle of the field, it is. It is in the middle of the field for no reason. If you look at that play, there was no reason to do a dead leg. There was no reason to do a dead leg dance revolution. To the end of time, I will be on my deathbed. When I'm dying, my dying day, I will be like, dear Lord, let me make it to heaven. And please, will you tell Jerry Judy, don't do a dead leg in the middle of a play. Thank you, God. No. Go Bucks. The OL could be better. Dang those flying squirrels. All right. That's what we're talking about Shedeur. That's his grade. And if you're still here, 1 o'clock, 49ers, Browns, members, spam your Shedeur emote. Brock Purdy, Shedeur Sanders lead their team into battle in the elements of Cleveland. Rain, wind, mist, gust of nastiness. Welcome to Ohio. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of Shedeur, will Shedeur Sanders start the rest of the season? There was a report that came out yesterday that the Cleveland Browns are thinking about maybe having Shedeur Sanders start the rest of the season, depending on what he does this game against the San Francisco 49ers. Maybe giving him a run that they gave Dylan Gabriel, his 6 starts this season before he went down with his concussion, elevating Shedeur Sanders to start against the Las Vegas Raiders. But depending on what Shedeur Sanders does, will he be able to start the rest of the season? Let me know. Janet, you're out already? Hopefully you feel good. Prayers to you. I don't know. I probably missed a couple of comments. Hopefully you're feeling okay, Janet. Thank you for coming into the stream, blessing us with your presence. Hopefully you're okay. Janet, it's time. Thanks for the shout out. Joey is my alias, but still appreciate it. All right, Joey. Yes, he will. There's no going back to Gabriel. That would be insanely dumb. Wild squirrels, snow, yetis. They are so slow. Absolutely no reason to go back to DG. I agree. But unfortunately, I don't make the decisions here in Cleveland. The report was kind of interesting to me. When Adam Schefter reports it. You know it's absolutely true. He talked about it today during the ESPN Morning Countdown. I'm just in so much pain. Prayers for you, Janet. I hope the pain goes away. I hate when anybody's in pain, especially my dear friends here in the chat. Prayers to you. See 6 games from DG, 6 games from SS. Make a decision about next year's draft. This isn't rocket surgery. I think they should just let SS 12 start rest of the season. 17 Niners, 6 Cleveland. That is not even out of the realm here. Jeff just said, I don't want to watch the rest of the show. I'm going to tell you my prediction, and I'm out of here. San Francisco pass rush isn't either strong suit. Beware of the DBs. Why is everyone talking about flying squirrels? You missed my my diatribe of flying squirrels. Corey, how are you, sir? I'm doing well. Barb says hello from Florida. Go Browns. Please don't go back to DG. Have seen what he can do. I agree. Listen, I think Shedeur should start the rest of the season. Now, will he? I don't know. I don't think the elements of today is going to help Shedeur Sanders. If they are going to say today is the sticking point of whether we start Shedeur for the rest of the year is asinine. Because I think the game plan for today is going to be very conservative. 40-mile-an-hour gust of wind. We remember the game. New Orleans and Cleveland. When we last had elements like this, it wasn't a very good passing game for Deshaun Watson or Derek Carr in New Orleans. It was a mess. So if this is the game you go, we are sticking our stick in the mud. If he doesn't play well, we're going back to DG, who has shown us absolutely nothing. But we're going back because he is out of concussion protocol. I think it is absolutely ridiculous. Because at the end of the day, the Browns are not going to the playoffs. The Browns are not going to the Super Bowl. See what you have in Shedeur Sanders. He already has uplifted the locker room. You can see their energy. Myles Garrett was gleaming with excitement on the sideline. We have not seen that all year long. Gleaming with excitement. The players are like, there's just energy that we haven't seen. Joe Batonio's like, you can't deny it. This young kid has energy. He brings it. Grant Delpit is like, hey, do your thing, young man. This dude has fans. You bring that energy. We're going to get you the ball back. We didn't hear this at the beginning of the year. Whether it was Joe Flacco, whether it was Dylan Garrett, it just wasn't a thing. So you mean to tell me if Shedeur Sanders goes out here, doesn't have the greatest game in the world with the elements, but you're making an excuse. It's the truth. 40-mile-an-hour wind. The kicking game is probably going to be nasty. What are we going to do? Get another kicker because he sucks in the elements? We're going to go back to Dylan Gabriel. We know his ceiling. It isn't very high. It is what it is. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. See what he has. And then if you don't like what he has, I guess you move on. You do the wheel of quarterbacks, draft another one. He comes into the Cleveland Browns with no line, no receivers, and he sucks, and then draft another one. I hate it. I'm sorry. Okay. Let me calm down. Let me get back to the comments, chat. I'm sorry. 35 out of 100 likes. Let's see here. I'll hang in the game, but please call your mama if Cleveland wins. What up, Joey? If we meet the donation goal, mama gets a call, whether we win or whether we lose. So hopefully you hang in there. The Bears' game plan was the one to follow. Listen, Greg, the Eagles' defense is atrocious. 2 100-yard runners is asinine. The Eagles, what is going on? Shedeur is game to game. Stefanski doesn't like him. As soon as he can, he's ditching him like a one-night stand for DG. So it's like a Cleveland, their shenanigans. Heard Jimmy Haslam post a clean house. I pray Kevin will be part of the clean out. What up, Jen? What up, Jen? Who said we're going back to DG if Cleveland don't win? We don't know. There's a report, Nisi girl, that if Shedeur does good, he may start the rest of the year. But if he does bad, Kevin Stefanski may go back to his illegitimate son. They said if he does good, Nisi girl, what happens if he does bad? What happens? That's the fear. They should just say he gets to start at least 6 more games. Our players are another reason that we have to keep him. Our team hasn't been this excited during a game. Even when we beat the Dolphins, we weren't like this. He'll lose the locker room completely if they switch back to GG. Quit spitting facts. My thumb is sore. Y'all worried about Dylan Gabriel ceiling, but he's just trying to mess with the counter. I thought quarterback position is based on ability, not BS. I hate people who say Stefanski doesn't like Shedeur or wants him to fail. He might have wanted Gabriel more, but he doesn't like. But I can't read, Nate. I can't read. Make your comment shorter. I can't read. But he doesn't not like Sanders. I don't know, Nate. He may not like Sanders, but he doesn't gleam with joy for Shedeur Sanders. That post-game locker room told me all I needed to know. Oh, yeah. Good job, Shedeur. Wow. That gleamed with excitement. Yeah. Good job, Shedeur. All right, let's go. Wow. You meant that one. 49ers defense ain't like that. I don't know, B. Cole. I watched the Carolina game. They made Bryce Young look pretty terrible Monday night. 2 interceptions, 169 yards passing. They were in their bag Monday night. I love your channel. Been subscribed for a whole week. Thank you, She3132. What up, Cody?
Dog check.
Sorry I'm late after that cold game here in Michigan to witness the tears at the big house. Hopefully with the weather, Shedeur gets a win. Let's draft another QB with the second pick, first round, classic AB. They're last in sacks. Okay, B. Cole. Maybe it was an anomaly Monday night. But I did write down some numbers for their defense, and it isn't gleaming with greatness. 21st in yards allowed, 26th in passing, 10th in rushing defense, and 11th in scoring. So they're not, off the charts, but they have a good defensive coordinator in Robert Saleh. So I think against a rookie quarterback, they're still formidable, and I'm not sleeping on the Niners defense, especially in the elements. Will Shedeur start rest of the season? I'm going to answer the question, and I'm going to say yes. Off faith and prayer. Hit the like when you come in. We got 130 in the building, 44 likes. Can we get the likes to 70? What up, AAA? What up, Hunter? What up, B. Cole? What up, everybody? I think I got everybody in the chat. I love it. I appreciate you guys. Browns, 49ers, 1 p.m., CBS. If you don't have CBS, if you don't have the game in your local network, or if you just want to have a good time, make sure you come here at 1 p.m. Why is my hands doing that? I have no clue. Make sure you come here at 1 p.m. to have a good time. Members, spam your new Shedeur emote during the watch party. During here, you show them you're a member. You show them you rock with Shedeur, and you show them why we're great here on this party of the watches. What does that even mean? I don't know. Okay. We talked about Shedeur for 2 straight topics. Now it's time to talk about the best player on this team. And it's not even a contest. The best player on this team. Let's talk about him for a second. His name is Myles Garrett. He has been on a run of runs. Will Myles Garrett do the unthinkable on a terrible team that sucks? Can he win? Will he win Defensive Player of the Year? Number 95. Let me know. Spam 95s. Fire KS. Stefanski isn't looking forward to putting honey buns on Shedeur's pillow. KS is a bum? A bum? I feel bad for Bond if this O-line could hold up for at least some time. Bond has been open so much. His film is crazy. Dude burns everyone. Jix, facts. He does get open. We'll take Shedeur. I'm sick of golf. It's not about honey buns. You never treat your children differently from each other. How about them Buckeyes? How about them, Hunter? How you doing, Diane? I won't have the game. You are my savior. Okay. 3 sacks for Myles today. Okay. All right. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? What up, Portia? I renewed my membership with your dog check channel a few days ago, but I don't see emojis. Will you help me, please? That's strange because it doesn't show you as a member. Try logging out and logging back in, Portia, because it doesn't show your name like highlighted. You're highlighted if you're a member. On my end, it doesn't show it. I try logging out and logging back in. That's the only thing I can say, Portia. But thank you for renewing, but it's not showing right now. YouTube doesn't like me, Portia. He will break the record. 95, baby. Yeah, easily. It's not the record. Will he win Defensive Player of the Year, AAA? You guys say he's going to get Defensive Player of the Year easy? I don't know. I don't know. Yes, it costs $40 million a year. What does that mean? It costs $40 million a year. Oh, you think TJ Watt's good? Oh, that's what that means. Yeah. What happened to TJ Watt? That's what I want to know, Jeff. Where's TJ Watt? What is he doing? Eating honey buns in the locker room, drinking stale milk. I am in a good mood today, Jeff. I will give you all the smoke that you want. Do you want smoke from a cigarette? Smoke from a chimney? Or do you want smoke from a vape stick? I'll give you all the smoke. TJ Watt is in the locker room practicing how to be good in Madden. I'll give you all the smoke. He will win Defensive Player of the Year and the record. Number 49 is a dog. He's getting better every game. Think today he'll be the big dog on D. What up, Cool Breeze? Need the Bills to beat the Steelers today. Easy, he's going to win. Corey, if he breaks the record, he's winning Defensive Player of the Year. What's the temperature there? I don't know. I'm not in Cleveland. I'm in Columbus, Ohio. Here it's in his 30s. I'm going to watch the game today, so I'm going to donate now. Thank you, Brandon, for the $20 donation.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
It's in the bag already. As Baker Stefanski plays favorites. I didn't get his number in Tampa. Temperature is cold. I don't know, guys. The team doesn't have a winning record. I would have to Google the last player who won Defensive Player of the Year with a terrible team. I don't think it's a slam dunk. Now, if he breaks the sack record, maybe they'll have no choice but to give it to him. But if there's somebody else who has pretty good numbers and their team gets to the playoffs, they may feel inclined to give it to them because their team is winning. Their team's in the playoffs. He just got his first Defensive Player of the Week because his team won. He got 5 sacks in his game, and he didn't get Defensive Player of the Week because his team kept losing. I don't know if it's a slam dunk. If the Browns end up with 4 wins, they may go, well, I mean, his team didn't win. We're going to have to give it to this guy. His team's in the playoffs. He's got 17 sacks. I'm making up numbers here. We're going to give it to him. I don't know if it's in the bag. I don't know. I want to be wrong, but they like to get it to players whose teams are actually winning. Sometimes I don't think the awards are based off the most dominant player. It's also based off team success as well. But I could be wrong. I don't know the last player that got it with a losing record. And was the losing record this bad? Like if it's, 8-8, well, that's not a losing record. I can't add. If it's 7-9, okay, they're almost 500. I did watch Survivor Series. 25 mile an hour wins. Jason Taylor in 06 was the last one. Do you know what the record was, Nate the Great? Myles would end the season with 26 to 30? That's crazy. How about we run the ball? I don't know why they always stop running it. It's also throw on first downs and stop making. I agree with the throw on first downs. I think today you guys want the Browns to air it out. It's not happening. Not with those wins. They are not airing it out today. It's going to be run heavy, probably a wildcat type day. You think 1,000%, 100% he gets it? Man, I don't know. Maybe I got more faith than me in the NFL. Dolphins were 6-10. Okay. So the Browns had to be 5 and 12. Or 6 and 11, technically. So around 6 and 11. Well, it's doable. Can the Browns get to 6 and 11? Y'all gave me more hope now, Nate and Jeff. Okay. Y'all gave me more hope. 6 and 11. Can we get to 6 and 11? We'll have to see. A little more hope. You guys gave me a little more hope. All right. Before we continue, hit that like, hit that share. Browns, Niners, 1 p.m. CBS. Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, and the 49ers. Why do I keep doing that? Take on the Cleveland Browns. Myles Garrett, Carson Scheswinger, Quinshon Judkins, Shedeur Sanders, and the Cleveland Browns. If you ain't here, you ain't having fun. Portia, welcome.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
You should have emotes, Portia. Thank you for becoming a member. Spam your emotes, Portia. We can beat everyone but the Bears and the Bills, pretty sure. Bengals might be challenging. If they don't put BG back in there. Playoffs exposure, someone else holding up the defense, MVP. How you doing, Corey? Ready for another great Heart Attack Brown Sunday? My prediction, Browns 24-21. Just cold and windy today, no snow. Going to be defense that wins this game. Browns have the edge. The real question, if we get to 6 and 11, does Kevin have a job? Good question. Spam your Shedeur emotes, members. Here we go. Portia, welcome. Here's the real question. Does Kevin have a job after that? That's a very good question. We're going to have to, that's a good question. We're going to have to talk about that. But here's an interesting stat, and I want you guys to answer this question for me. I think Kevin does keep his job if we go 6 and 11, unfortunately. Can the Cleveland Browns win 2 in a row today? Interesting stat about that question I just gave you. The Browns have not won back-to-back games in their last 30 games. Let that sink in. The Cleveland Browns have not won back-to-back games in their last 30 games. Let that sink in. Can they pull it off today? I seen a dog check in the chat.
Dog check!
Can they pull it off? They haven't done it in 30 games. Jeff says he wants to. Jeff, what are you talking about? You have Mike Tomlin, Jeff. Why do you want Kevin Stefanski? You got Mike Tomlin. Or are you trolling me? Jeff, you have Mike Tomlin. What are we talking about? Jeff likes to troll me. Jeff likes to get under my skin. Yes, that's atrocious. He needs fired for malpractice. You hope it snows. What up, Robert? Robert, where have you been? You changed your name on YouTube, but I know it's you. Kevin is safe because he's a player's coach. We lose again, Corey. I believe. That's crazy work. No. Ouch. I think Jeff's trolling me, Dwayne. I think he's trolling me. He likes to troll me. Ready to break records? Love the Shedeur emotes. Put it in the chat. Members, use all those emotes. Show them why you are proud to be a member. Gotta have hope. Different team with Sanders. I'm excited for the Browns' future. So you're going off hope, and you're going off Shedeur. Okay. I like that you have hope. I love it, actually. But here's my thing. Hope is one thing. Reality is another. 5.5 favorites is the Niners. They're 8-4 for a reason. Elements is going to play a big part. We have to look at the facts here. Who has the better running back? The Niners. We can't be homers here, right? We can't always be homers. We have to tell the truth. The Niners have the better back, Christian McCaffrey, and it's not even a contest. It's not even close, okay? I like Quinshon Judkins with all of my heart and all of my being of the soul. Christian McCaffrey's better. Who has the better quarterback? Let's be honest here. It's Brock Purdy. I love Shedeur Sanders. He's had one start in the NFL. Brock Purdy has been to Super Bowls, multiple Super Bowls. He hasn't won them, but he's been to multiple. It's Brock Purdy. Who has the better receiving core? It's the 49ers. By default. It's default, the 49ers. Who has the better coach? San Francisco. It's not even close. The only thing the Browns have better than the 49ers right now is the defense. That's a fact, factual. There is no arguments. So for the Browns to come and break a 30-game streak, the absolute is going to take hope. It's going to take the rejuvenation now that Shedeur is the quarterback, but this defense is going to have to do what it does at home, and that's terrorize opponents, because at home it's on a whole nother level. This crowd carries this defense to new levels, and they terrorize opponents to break this 30-game streak. Because I'm pretty sure during this 30-game streak, they have lost games at home. They've had to. It hasn't like they've just played all these second games at home, on the road. They've lost games at home. So to do the unthinkable, it's going to take hope. Shedeur's going to have to play well. And this defense is going to have to be elite to win this football game. And I will tell you who I pick a little later. All right, what did I miss? I missed a lot. Talking that soliloquy. Ready to break records. Got to have hope. I've been super busy running kids everywhere. All right, Robert, I'll give you a pass. I just think they're going to have to run, and our defense will tear up McCaffrey. McCaffrey has been on another level this year, by the way. All the team is going to have to work together any given Sunday. Willie Beeman? Hola from Dominican Republic. All right. Judah. I'm starting to wonder if any QB for the 49ers is good because their system is just good. Let's remember Mac Jones did good, and he's awful. These players want to play for Shedeur. I think it's a team effort and believe the rookies have helped spark the team. These rookies have been great, ladies and gentlemen. Got to give AB credit for that. We're young and hungry, getting a taste for winning. Defense always wins championships, period. The weather's nasty, James. Windy is cold. The elements, rain, wind, mist, nastiness, a rumor of flying squirrels. I don't know about that one. What up, devious one? So can the Browns win 2 in a row? They can, but I am very, very cautious on them doing so, even though they're at home. They have a tough team coming in at 8-4. They have won games with different quarterbacks, Mac Jones, Brock Purdy. The last time we had elements here, the New Orleans Saints came into our home turf and won. They said, we don't care about your stupid elements. And they beat us down when it was this magnitude. It was a different quarterback, obviously, but they did. We lost to New Orleans in the cold in Cleveland. I just said that, AAA. Right? We or you are on the same telepath here. There really hasn't been much worth watching anyway. Our O is downright horrible. Well, last week, we had energy. We had a 52-yard pass. We had a 52-yard pass since 2023, 2 years ago. So now, we have a little bit of hope. A little bit of hope. All right, ladies and gentlemen, We got 145 in the building. Hit that like button for me. I love everybody in here. I love every single soul in here. Take your soul and just hug it because I love it. 1 o'clock, Niners, Browns, CBS, cold, windy, nasty, and Ohio State beat the crap out of the team up north. I am excited. I am energized. AAA knows it. AAA called it too. That's my guy. He said they're going to win. I said, I don't know. I am scared like a little baby when they watch a scary movie. But it doesn't matter. The Buckeyes won. Let's go. Now it's time for the Browns to follow up this afternoon. I am on a whole nother energy level. Before we get to our predictions, we're going to talk about the guy who is sweeping the nation. ESPN talked about the Browns game for a multitude of length today. They don't never talk about Cleveland Browns games. Listen, if you don't like Shedeur, that's fine. But there is one thing that you have to admit. He is putting eyes on Cleveland. Eyes. With glasses and without glasses. That hurt when I did that. He's putting eyes on Cleveland. They're talking about them again. Main networks are talking about them again. One because of Shedeur and one because of Myles Garrett having a chance to break the sack record. When Dilly Dilly was in, they weren't talking about them. It is just the facts. I am not hating. It is just a point. So, what are your expectations for Shedeur Sanders today? What are they? Are they realistic? Or are they out of the moon? I am cautioning you. Elements, before you tell me your expectations. 380 yards, 3 touchdowns. Go take a lap in hot coals before you give that prediction. But I'm just saying, eyeballs are back on Cleveland. Eyeballs are back on Cleveland. It reminds me of Joe Flacco in 23. When he came here, they start talking about Cleveland again. I'm like, what is going on? We're on national TV, NFL Network, ESPN, Fox Sports, First Take. Everybody's talking about Cleveland. The energy has shifted. The energy has shifted. What are your expectations? Buckeyes are different. They're winning the national championship. Go Penn State. Internet Auntie's prayers for you. Appreciate you. I need all the prayers I can get. I need all the prayers. I love y'all. Help me. Spam your emotes. Tupac Shedeur says all eyes on me. They're going to come out excited because of Shedeur. I've been a Browns fan for 40 years. There's zero chance we win today. I've seen this movie multiple chance. Zero chance. There's always a chance, Robert. Nobody thought Miami would come out a couple of weeks ago and beat the brakes off the Buffalo Bills. Nobody thought Josh Allen would crumble to the Houston Texans. There's always a slim chance. Nobody thought that I would get an emotional board because I am emotionally unstable. There's always a chance, Robert. Nobody thought that you would think about eating your hat because it's high in protein. Nobody thought these things would happen, Robert. There's always a chance. San Francisco going to blitz the daylights out of the Browns. It all depends on how they handle it. 26-13, Niners. The Raiders sent the blitz last week. The Browns have no business playing in a dome. Browns football is to be played in the open air stadium. The history and why mess with history. Because history is meant to be altered. This whole argument of the elements and all this, take that and smoke it in a vapor stick. Things change. I want to see the best football team. And you know how you do that? And when it's an even playing field. The Buckeyes and Indiana are going to play in the Big Ten Championship on a neutral field in a dome. We're going to know who the best team is. Football is meant to be played, but doesn't mean it has to be played in 100-mile-an-hour winds with one-winged pigeons flying because their wing flew off because of the wind and the gust and the rain. I don't care. Give me a dome where I'm cushy and I am just, oh, thank you. I love these elements. Nice and controlled substances. I love it. And listen, put some real grass in there. I don't care. Put real grass in the dome. You can do it. There's a lot of money. I hate the elements. I hate them. But that's just me. I hope Myles breaks the record in 16 games so they don't always say and look for good point. Good point. Do it in 16. Don't give them a chance to say anything. Remember, it was DTR who beat the Niners last time, or maybe Brissett. It also could have been Walker. It was P.J. Walker, actually, that beat, I think it was P.J. Walker who beat him. There was no elements like these, but he did. P.J. Walker in the defense beat the Niners. My expectations for Shedeur is this. Don't turn over the football. They're going to have a conservative game plan. It's windy. It's cold. They are not going to let him air it out. I am not going to even get mad because I know what's going to happen. I think it's similar to last week. Maybe 20 pass attempts, 20 or less. Give me a, if he's like 14 for 20, no interceptions, a touchdown, I will take it. Take care of the football. If you get sacked, eat it. Kicks are the way to win. Extra points, field goals, punts. That is my expectations for Shedeur Sanders. Nice cocaine. You're soft. I'm softer than Charmin tissue, knowing. Call me soft. I'm smart. I am softer than a baby's bottom. I am softer than toilet paper on a roll. I'm fine. I want to win. Call me soft. Fine. Put it in cap letters, bolded, italicized it. Soft. Guess what? When you're playing in the snow, it is a 3-0 game, and then you lose. Oh, man. Only if it was sunny outside, we could have known what would have happened. But guess what? I'm tough. I'm tough. I can run into a brick wall blindfolded because I am tough. You be tough. You go out there with your shirt off and catch pneumonia. Good for you. I'll be in my nice soft house, clean as a whistle. Talk to a therapist. Ohio gets 2 wins this week. I say I have faith. 1 winged pigeon, flying squirrels, and honey buns. Let's go. All right. Let's talk about the game. But before we do, 1 o'clock, Niners, Browns, CBS, and one soft-ass commentator, me, softer than cotton tissue. I love tissue, too. I'm going to go wipe my face with it after I get off. Let's go. Shedeur, Browns, Purdy, Niners. Who's going to win? Who is ever going to stand out? And that's what I want you to tell me. Who's your big dog of the game? Put it in the chat right now. Who's going to be the person to stand out? Who's going to be the person to say, put it on my back? I'm not picking Myles Garrett. I did it 2 weeks in a row. It's getting old for me. I can pick him every week. I'm picking somebody else. But I want you to tell me, who's your big dog? Let me know. That's what big dogs do, if you didn't know. They bark. 5 sacks? Man, that's tough. People still expecting 12 to not play well. Laugh aloud from a team with the least amount of sacks this year. You never win. You never win to the old stadium. You never win to the old stadium? Carson Cheswinger? I like that pick. I like it. Carson, I like it. Shedeur? Purdy's been playing like trash, which also worries me. I don't think he's going to have a game like last week. I think that was a anomaly. 3 interceptions, that's not going to happen. I wish it would, but I don't think it's going to happen. I wish he would have saved that for today. 27-17 San Francisco. Judkins, big dog. Okay. That's the one that gets called soft. That will harm you when you cross them. Don't have to be hard all day. I'm soft. I'm cool. Give me nice weather. Joku and Carson in defense. 4 sacks for Myles. 4? Okay. I see Myles, Njoku, Carson. I've seen a couple Niner picks here. All right. I'm going to give you my big dog of the game. Judkins. Somebody's been reading my notes. My big dog of the game is Quinshon Judkins. I've picked Myles Garrett the last 2 weeks, and I've been right. But I think that's an easy pick. Fannin Snowy, yards after catch, I like it. Soft. S-A-W-F-T. Soft. Judy. Ooh, Judy comeback game. Okay. Shedeur's your big dog. He's going to prove he's our franchise QB. Okay. I'm going with Quinshon Judkins. I think the windy, I think the cold, I think all of that is going to prove for him that he is the big dog of the game. I think he's going to run hard. Not necessarily have 100 yards like the Bears running backs. Nothing like that. But I think he's going to make the runs when needed. I think he's going to get in the end zone. I think taking care of the football, running the football is going to be the formula for this game. And I think that Quinshon is going to be the one that's going to have to be that X factor for the Browns to win. Obviously the defense has to be the key. But Quinshon has to be that dog on offense for the Browns to win. Oh, Hunter, you know I know. Soft. All right. Who wins today? Put it in the chat. Some of you already have. Who wins today's game? I see Browns win 24-16. Browns win 17-14. Little dog Samson. Little dog? Should do D in offense, big dog, because Judkins is O and Carson is for the defense. So you name two big dogs, one for offense and one for defense. Okay. I've seen a lot of 20 for 32, 3 TDs. I don't think he's going to throw 32 times. If he throws 32 times, I think that's going to be an L. I think it's going to be an L. Tina, if he throws 32 times, one will be behind if that's happening. I don't think he's going to throw 32 times. 3 TDs. If he throws 3 TDs, I don't know what I'm going to do. Browns 24-14. Browns 21-17. Browns. Okay. Browns win. Okay. Dog check.
Dog check.
Shedeur emote 95. We won't have a little dog. Hopefully we don't have a little dog. Hopefully everybody balls out today and we don't have a little dog. Hopefully they get Samson more in the passing game. Hopefully Samson doesn't have a bad game and there's no little dog today. All right, so who am I going to pick today? This is a sidetrack, but do we like having Newsome more or Campbell? Oh, Campbell. Campbell has proven himself today. No shade towards Newsome, but Tyson Campbell has been a heck of a piece. Heck of a trade. We'll love all the positivity, but reality will tell the true tale. Browns 24-21. Before I picked this game, I was very conflicted today. The Niners are a 5.5-point favorite for a reason. My brain tells me to pick the 49ers. The 49ers are the better team. The 49ers has the better coach. They have the better quarterback. They have the better running back. They have the better offensive skilled weapons. The 49ers should win this football game hands down. Shouldn't even be a problem. So the 49ers should win this football game. I don't know what else to tell you. If you pick the 49ers to win, you should. You should. No issues. Now, sometimes I pick with my heart because I want the Browns to win. I can hardly hear you. Could you turn up your volume? All right, cool, Jedi. You were the first one to say that today. So I don't think it's me. I hope not. If it is me, nobody has told me. So that's a problem. 15 for 21, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. So I hope it's not me because nobody has said anything the entire time. So that's a problem. But I am going to go with my heart here. I am going against my brain. I'm going Browns 17-13. Heart over brain. Heart over brain. Don't let me down, Cleveland. 17-13. I think the defense keeps the game close all game long. I think the offense does enough plays to win this ball game, and they break a 30-game streak. 20-13 Browns. -3. 17-13. I forgot what I said already. 17-13 Browns. I'm going with my heart. Don't break my heart. Cleveland, don't break my heart. All right, here we go. I'll see you in about a half an hour. I appreciate everybody here. Maybe it was low energy. I probably was low energy. I was talking in a normal tone, Cool Jedi. You're not used to me talking in a normal tone. But I will see you in a half an hour. I appreciate all of you. And again, Dreamland McCory, but I like it. And again, it's all love. Peace.